Okay, so today I am going to deliberate on the topic the potential of crypto zakat. I will be looking at an overview of what it is all about, what is blockchain technology briefly, and what do we mean by crypto zakat, including the attributes of crypto zakat, opportunities and challenges of it, and of course with a way forward. Now, as you know, technology has no religion, and Sharia allows to use it as long as there's maslahah in it. And therefore, I believe that to enhance zakat, we can use technology as much as we can, provided that it complements the Sharia rules applicable to zakat and enforcing it in such a manner that it provides benefit to the humankind. So, with that, in this slide, you see a brief outline of what blockchain technology is all about. Now, I wouldn't go much into this because I presume that many of you would have heard about what blockchain technology, and this is one type of technology which is very prevalently used in the societies to complement Islamic finance nowadays. So the simplest way of defining blockchain technology is to state that it is a decentralized distributed ledger where provenance of a digital asset is recorded, and it has certain processes that makes the whole transactions made through it immutable. And therefore, in terms of adhering to the good corporate governance principles, it complements the organizations to implement it in such a way that people have confidence more in the system, more in the organizational structures, and as such, it boosts the confidence of the investors or the shareholders who are involved in the process of helping the organization to grow. So, due to time constraint, I will go to the main part of my discussion, what is crypto zakat. So in this presentation, crypto zakat is defined as an Ethereum platform where blockchain technology is used to facilitate zakat contributions that which offers as an alternative solution with decentralized and direct transactions that may assist zakat organizations to receive zakat money and disperse it to the specified recipients efficiently. So let us simplify this. If you look at how the zakat process is right now, you will find that there is a decentralized way of administrating it, as well as a centralized way of managing it. Now, when it comes to a centralized way, obviously there's a regulatory authority who will be taking care of the whole process. They will be observing how it is done, and they would be also intervening if there's need to intervene, and they will also set down certain rules and regulations that must be adhered in doing so. Now, in a decentralized manner, normally in non-Muslim countries where we don't have a central government who is so much interested in Muslim personal matters, they would just leave it to the NGOs or other types of organizations to deal with that in a manner that is efficient and transparent enough so that there wouldn't be any complaint from the public as to what they do. So normally in decentralized jurisdictions, they will set down the minimum required guidelines, and it would be managed or regulated in a decentralized manner. So number one question that will come to your mind obviously would be who will own such a platform, whether in case of jurisdictions which has decentralized or centralized way of administration of zakat. So what we are proposing here is that it could be like owned by any type of technology firm who has the knowledge of or know-how or expertise of dealing with such a platform. So the gist of this is that it is not a requirement to own such a platform by the regulatory authority or a certain NGO. It could be owned by the respective technology firm, and they will enter into a partnership with the Zakat authority or the NGO, depending on the type of Zakat administration system followed in the country. So now, if we look at the attributes of crypto Zakat, as you know, there are three things mainly done in Zakat administration. One is the process of Zakat collection. the other one is zakat distribution, and the final one is registration and verification of zakat recipients. So these are the main three processes involved. However, a middle process that needs to be understood, which would be in a classical way of zakat management, would be the zakat fund management, which is in the middle. So let me just go to the diagram. Okay, now if you look at this diagram, you will see the classical responsibilities of a zakat organization. The first diagram shows that zakat collection, zakat distribution, managing of zakat fund, registration of zakat recipients, and creating awareness, plus forming zakat programs with Sharia consultations would be part and parcel of the classical responsibilities of zakat organizations as we see it today. However, if we use a crypto zakat platform, what we are proposing is that the responsibilities of zakat organizations would be reduced. Number one, they wouldn't have to deal with the zakat collection and zakat disbursement. So what happens to the responsibilities is that they just have to focus on the registration of zakat recipients, and they have to focus on creating awareness of zakat, and then they have to also focus on structuring zakat related programs with Sharia consultation. Therefore, what would be the advantage of adopting a crypto zakat is that um, we will have more time to concentrate our efforts, time and energy and human resources as well on finding the recipients of zakat who is the most deserved ones to have it. Therefore, what we believe is that by having a crypto zakat platform, the traditional way of zakat organizations' responsibility in managing zakat will be converted into something else where they will have to focus more on finding the correct or the most deserved recipients of zakat. So let us go back to the platform. What are the elements it will have? So the crypto zakat platform will have these three elements: zakat collection, zakat distribution, and registration and verification of zakat recipients who will be put in the system. So in zakat collection process, what happens is that when a person wants to donate the zakat amount to a recipient or give the zakat amount to the recipient, he will have to first register in the platform, and after opening a wallet or an electronic wallet or a crypto wallet to deal in the whole platform, they will be directly donating the money to the recipients. So, meaning that there will be no intermediary or no zakat fund where the money will be kept or delayed to find the recipients to be given. Rather, the person who pays it would find the appropriate recipient from the system, and then they will just donate it directly to that particular person without an intermediary. And therefore the baitul mal concept or the zakat fund concept is negated, and we don't waste time in finding the recipients. So this happens because in the first place, it is the role of the zakat administrator to find the recipients who need zakat and feed that information to the system so that what is available to the zakat payers will be already in the system when they try to pay it in a specific year. So what we have to be more careful or more concentrated in this is about the registration and verification of zakat recipients, because before the information is fed to the system, we shall ensure that all those who has been regarded as the recipients of the zakat are completely, you have to have a specific way of verifying that they are the most deserved, and certain documentation requirements could be there, and this process should be taken care by the zakat administrator. And this information verification is very important so that we don't go beyond what is stated in the Quran for the recipients of zakat. Now, let me briefly look at the opportunities and challenges. Obviously, there are a lot of opportunities when it comes to adoption of crypto zakat, because at least we can save time, and we can ensure that there's transparency in the zakat payment system, and we can ensure that there's a real time transfer of money from the zakat payer to the zakat recipient. And this would definitely give the satisfaction required by the zakat payer on the impact he or she has made by giving the zakat money in a real time manner, and they can gauge it without the intervention of a third party, which is a zakat administrator. And then the transaction could become cheaper, because then there will be no multiple layers of amils involved in the transaction. As such, since there's only one party or one platform to deal with that, I'm sure it will become cheaper and cost effective as well. And the other part is we have to concentrate as for challenges is that, as you know, having technology itself is a challenge, because first of all, we have to have a black and white system that ensures that there is a proper governance followed in a specific area before we apply technology. So, like overnight, we can't apply technology to a system if we don't have a proper governance system followed, which is automatic in itself and which is good enough for people to have confidence in the system. So what I'm trying to say here is that technology is no magic. We have to still have a black and white proper governance system in place before we move to this type of a sophisticated way of managing zakat. Okay. And if we look at the way forward, what we find is that definitely today, due to COVID-19, we believe that there is no way we could physically go and collect zakat as we used to collect zakat previously. And we need to find an alternative to definitely do it in an effective and proper manner without physically being involved in the process, because right now the whole human race is at stake because of the way how the virus attack us. Therefore, in order to save the humanity, but ensuring that zakat is still effectively managed, it is important for us to find an alternative through technology. And I believe that if we can implement crypto zakat through blockchain technology, we would be able to find an alternative to the issues which we are facing right now by doing zakat collection physically and zakat disbursement physically. And it would also increase transparency in the system, and people will have more confidence in zakat than anything else. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.